This is by far the most fun thing I have ever grown.
Well, some like it with a little curvature.
Oh! That's a huge bitch!
When that girl said, how do you hate the job that pays your bills, but somehow you love the man that doesn't?
Nothing cures a fantasy like a quick dose of reality.
Some of my guy friends gave me permission to make a Hinge account for him.
And why is that?
Because I was telling him how easy dating is with dating apps. And he was telling me that it's incredibly difficult. And I was like, Pete, you must be doing something wrong. And he gave me permission to create an account for him and just run the account.
And how is it going so far, being a guy on a dating app?
I've been a virtual boy for 3 days. And I've never felt this bad about myself. I feel like a freaking loser trying to get these girls to like me. And I'm starting to hate women.
Oh dear, it doesn't sound like it's going very well at all, but let's hear what's going on.
He's about a 6. But I'm so desperate, I'm liking the 2s and the 3s, and even they won't like me back, Pete, which is a 6.
Gee, I wonder what could be going on here.
So what level of delusion has entered women's heads? Like, what is going on? It is so difficult dating as a boy. I hate it. I'm on day 3 of being a boy, and I hate women, and I'm more depressed than ever.
That is truly unfortunate, and I am genuinely sorry to hear that.
Hey guys, I'm kind of in an odd market. I'm curious, what's your experience like? Is it like this right here? How's it going for you? Let me know in the comments.
It finally fucking happened. If you don't know me, hey, hi, I'm gay.
Who cares?
It's so important to the story. And I've been getting my nails done for 8 years. Every time I go in and I'm like, hey, can you make 2 fingers short? For those of you who don't get it, think about it. Yeah.
I think we get it.
Anyway, and every time I go in and I'm like, I want 2 nails shorter, they're like, what the fuck do you mean that's gonna look stupid? And I have to argue back and forth and back and forth, and usually it ends in me just giving up the conversation because I'm too embarrassed. But this time I finally did it. So my left hand is regular, but look at my right hand. Look at her, baby, she looks great. And I figured it out. So I'm sitting there and I ask, I'm like, oh, can I get these 2 shorter? And inevitably the person looks up at me and is like, what? And I go, oh, I'm a bowler. I'm like for the bowling ball, like so I can like grab it. Otherwise my nails will break, you know, like I need it.
That's real smart, real clever.
And she was like, oh yeah, okay. And then she thought about it a little. And she was like, you know what? I feel like I've seen this style like online. And I don't want to tell her maybe her algorithm is up to something, but I was like, yeah.
Well, if they trimmed her nails for bowling, they had to do the thumb too, so she better be using that thumb.
Nothing is worse than a fart that slips up your pussy, alright? And men, they won't fucking understand this pain. They never will get this very particular agony. But for those of us pussy havers, alright? It's a camaraderie that we share.
I couldn't see it then, but I can see it now.
I, Danielle, take you, Zeus, to be my lawfully wedded financial supporter.
What?
I vow to stress you the out and eat off your plate for the rest of our lives. I will go through your phone in sickness and in health and accuse you of cheating whether I have found proof or not. I promise to gain weight and let myself go until you no longer want to stick your inside of me. When times get rough between us, I will complain more and listen less, never pray about it, and make us both look stupid by airing all of our business on Facebook. And even though I got pregnant on purpose to trap you into marrying me, I still won't tell you about all the guys I let slut me out. I vow to love you for the rest of my life and never, ever leave you. As long as you don't lose your good-paying job with benefits, or I'll leave you for someone with good money. I love you.
Well, we said it plenty of times before. Guys, you can't get married. It's just not in the cards. Not in these days. As funny as this is, there's a lot of truth behind it. We all know it to be true. We've seen it happen to all of our friends and family. Let's be real.
Bitch, what the fuck? 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 Bitch, what the fuck?
Look, all I'm saying is, if God didn't want me to peg men, then why is that where your G-spot is? Riddle me that.
Shit, my G-spot's in the back of your neck.
The Notebook. The most famous love story on the planet is about cheating.
Yes, it is.
Bridges of Madison County is about cheating. Titanic is cheating. Pearl Harbor is cheating. So all of these big box movie classics that are love stories are all based on infidelity.
And it's based on women not being happy with the current relationship.
Right.
And they romanticize it.
Right.
And that happiness is put over everything else.
Right.
That's the thing, fellas. The girls are very easily influenced, so look at what she's into. Look at what she likes. Look at what kind of movies she watches, what kind of books she's into. It can give you a projection into the future of what you'll actually have to deal with. They'll keep it undercover for a few years, but you can read between the lines.
This is a friendly reminder that every dead body on the top of Mount Everest used to be a very motivated person, so I think maybe we should just calm down a little bit and have some dessert.
Writes one of the letters, he says, "Dear John," to his son, "today's one of the most terrible days of my life. Mr. Benson, my greatest rival, just died. If it wasn't for Mr. Benson, I wouldn't have been driving to get to XYZ level. One day, Mr. Benson called me the greatest predator he ever faced because he hated losing to criminals, but he didn't have a problem losing to me because I at least did business the right way." He writes a letter about his greatest rival dying to his son. He says, in life, you have to choose the right rivals, especially the ones that get the best out of you.
The other dad talked about indirect ways life's working out. This is an interesting one. Your biggest rival can make you feel so uncomfortable that you actually become the best.
Only do women poop, but they poop more than men. I'm not kidding. They might be fooling you, but they ain't fooling me. When's the last time you knew for a fact that a woman was taking a poop?
Essentially never.
Right, but they pee constantly. My wife peed 11 times before we even had lunch yesterday.
What's going on with your brain, dude? How do you remember shit like that?
You know why they pee all the time? Because they're taking little poops. 10% of a poop here, another 15% of one 30 minutes later. They keep them small and they keep them quick so we don't catch on, but I've been paying attention. Brian's been watching, and I swear to God, dude, it's all they fucking do.
Your intuition and your vision is disgustingly accurate.
Men really be messing things up with like the prettiest girls, and it's like, okay, all they have to do is post their story and they have 34 D.
I am so happy I came across this video today because within this video, two of the biggest problems with women in dating today are outlined perfectly. So the first one is, for a lot of women, attention is their currency. And with social media today, just like she was saying, a lot of women can get as much of it as they want, whenever they want. So now, whenever they're in a relationship and they run into an issue where the guy maybe sets a boundary about something that she doesn't like, she doesn't feel the urge to actually solve the issue and work through it together. Even whenever they are the issue, they feel entitled and don't take accountability. They just go get the attention from other guys, which will never lead to building a good, solid relationship with anybody, because every time the other person sets a boundary, you run away. And on top of that, any of the guys that are sliding up on your story or hitting you up from them are not guys that you're going to want to have a relationship with. And second, women that think like this think that their looks are everything and they're entitled because of it. But guess what? To a guy that is actually valuable and can provide for you, that you're going to respect and is going to treat you really well, doesn't give two fucks about your looks if you're a bitch. That attitude, all you're going to get is a bunch of simps that you're going to get into a relationship with. It's not going to last because you don't respect them. And then before you know it, you're 30 years old and you're like, oh, where are all the good men at? Well, they're the guys that you probably left because you were unwilling to work through issues with them and fix yourself. And the funniest part about this is a lot of the girls that say stuff like this are the most unqualified. Like, this girl is a young single mother, for example. You combine kids with that attitude, yeah, good luck finding a good guy that's going to stay with you.
I texted my boyfriend this morning and I was like, do you wish that I did this for you more often? And he's like, get out of your head. Get out of your head. And I was like, you know what? Yep, I'm going to go back to bed. I did not realize how hard a healthy relationship was going to be after mentally abusive, physically abusive ones, or like trauma or childhood struggles, because holy shit, this is the hardest relationship I've ever been in. By far the healthiest, but the hardest, because of how much I have to mentally overcome just to allow myself to be loved. I come up with these scenarios in my head so often, and I tell myself, like, there's no way this is real. Like, there's no way that this person truly is genuine. Because, like, no one else has ever been. You know, like, no one else has ever treated me well or treated me with well intentions or had put their best foot forward. So it's so hard for me to be like, yep, I'm going to let my guard down. I'm going to allow myself to feel these things. Like, you don't get that warning when you get, like, your first real and genuine love.
Man, guys, it's a wild world we're in. In the previous clip to this one, the girl talks about how guys mess up with pretty chicks and then they just get 30 DMs in an hour posting a story. And that's really how they handle things, you know? And by the time they're 30, they're all kind of singing this tune, to be honest, where they're all damaged, they have all these problems, they can't even sew. And the older they get past 30, the worse that the girl in the red shirt stuff becomes. It really is. I gotta tell you, every one of them has a story like this that they identify with. It's it's a problem. It's hard to be with someone that's this fragile and always has problems. It just doesn't work. And well, what do we get out of it for all the effort? A little bit of ass? Well, this girl's been giving out ass her whole life for nothing. So like that's half her problem, right? So why are you gonna come save that?
Relax.
What you doing? Why you sit next to her like that?
She touched my purple-headed yogurt slinger. It's not
I don't know bubble yogurt singer, anything. I don't like that you sit next to her like that and she take the hand on your
Okay,
body.
honey, can I have a kiss?
Where?
On your finger.
My face.
Losing your temper is a weakness. It's a weakness. It's a weakness to lose your temper. When you lose your temper, you're showing everyone around you that you can't control yourself, that you can't control your emotions. And if you can't control your emotions, how can you control anything? It's immature. It messes up your decision-making process. But when you're getting all emotional, all freaked out about something, you're losing your mind. You're not going to make good decisions. And everybody sees that and everybody knows it. So what you have to do is stay calm. Take a step back, take a breath, get control of yourself, and then proceed forward.
I like this a lot, man. We've all lost our temper before. For me, it really does come down to taking a deep breath, just slowing my thoughts down for a second and not being like, what the fuck? Because as soon as I do that, man, I can't. It's a hard time coming down. Just try to avoid doing it in the first place is the best advice I have for you.
This outfit looks like I sell Girl Scout cookies. Join the decided I get. I don't have any cookies. I have stuffed olives.
Oh my god. Please, I'm here to talk about your restraining order against me. I didn't actually mean to say that all those words I said in court earlier.
Get away from my door
No,
now.
no.
Bro, sticking to this diet shit's so fucking hard. It's all mental. It is all mental. You know why it's hard? Because your mind's inside a bitch. You got the same problem your hands and feet got. They're attached to a bitch. Learn how to control your mind, and the bitch will leave your body.
Well, I gotta say, the truth is, if you want to be a savage, you gotta let the bitch leave your body. And it is painful for like 6 months, so get at it.
Today will be your driving instructor, Amber, right?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm putting my hair up.
Why?
Well, I heard that you pass people that give good heads, so...
You're already kind of late. I'm already all out of juice, honey. The person before you literally got me right.
What do you mean? You just got out the car with that big black guy.
I know, my jaw is hurting.
You gonna need my ass today?
You gonna need my ass? Yeah, you gonna need my...
Champagne then.
We wait for you to get sick, and you do. Then, once you are sick, we don't restore your health. The doctor gives us a toxic pill which makes us sicker and keeps us sick. We merely manage your symptoms. So we can manage your high blood pressure, we can manage your cholesterol, we can manage your pain, your arthritis pain, we can manage your diabetes. We don't cure you. The current healthcare system is a hoax.
Well, unfortunately, guys, this is the truth, you know? And I'm hoping it'll all turn around. We got to start making some noise. The housing market's jacked. The healthcare is fucked. We got to do something. We got to raise up. We got to begin to talk about it every day. We got to do something about this shit. All right, y'all, let's see what I got for you today. You know, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about scheduling because, you know, I'm juggling a lot of things here. And the scheduling really comes down to prioritizing, obviously. But one big thing that changed me for my life is that I used to sort of just try to get everything done in one day. If I had to go to the yard and deal with vines, I'd do it. I'd come home knowing I had to do a YouTube video. But things really changed when I scheduled what I call Multimedia Monday. So what I do is I make 10 FreezePOV videos. My friend has the videos ready, the description. I sit down, I do the commentary, we get them finalized, do it all in one day, and then all of those are scheduled to be put out. On the same day, I make the videos for the Larry Springer and Smackn The Wall channels because we have 12 videos per month there. So we're making 42 videos a month, basically. And, well, how can you make 42 videos a month and still be able to run businesses and have a personal life and all the rest? One way is that I've allocated some editing and getting the videos to other people. I get the clips mainly for some of these, and then I load them up, do the commentary, then I ship it over to my friend, and he puts all the other effort into these videos for you guys. FreezePOV, like I said, my friend downloads the video, he has the description, everything's set for me to come in and do my part, and then I do it all on one day, because if I don't do it that way, it'll feel like I have this impending doom all the time. It'll feel like overwhelming levels of responsibility. It's very difficult to go to the yard all day, then come home and eat dinner, take care of yourself, and do that video. And it's just, after the 5th day of doing that, you are so drained. It's just not really possible. So I allocate 3 to 4 days for wood business stuff, 1 day for the animals, 1 day for multimedia. And typically, even if I have a day off, I'm working somehow, but I enjoy it. It gets broken up. I'll get an inquiry about something. I'll just answer it. I'm not going to play the whole like it's Sunday, I'm not answering till Monday game. I'm all about being attentive. People really love when you answer right this second. So, I don't bother myself with this idea that I never have time off. I just tell myself, thank God I have 7 forms of income. So with the proper perspective, everything is just right. When you get a lot of things going, you'll feel like it's too much, like you're pulling your hair out. When you get to that point, think about scheduling whole days for the single things to break them apart, separate them in your schedule so you don't have this feeling of like it never ends. It's always something. Like when I get home, it's another thing. I had to do that for myself. And before then, I was feeling bad. I was feeling overwhelmed. I was feeling like, I can't do this. This is too fucking much shit all the time. I was feeling all these feelings. It's until I really figured it out. You got to break it up and just do blocks, for your stuff each day, like I've been saying. All right, guys, always appreciate y'all tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we gonna see you on the next one.